guys, and welcome to Coffee Music. I'm Bob Coffey, and this is Taylor Tuesday. I am here today with Mr. Craig Rosendale, who is a Taylor enthusiast, one of many. Craig has been purchasing guitars from Coffee Music for a couple years now and has several in his arsenal. Craig, you're like a singer-songwriter kind of a guy, is that correct?
Yeah, not a songwriter. I've taken stabs at that over time, but never really done anything with it. I pretty much play anything when I'm gigging. I play anything from early 60s right on up to some current artists. I get a lot of what people might think are obscure songs off of Sirius XM when I'm in my car, and when people don't know them at the gigs, they'll come up to me and they'll say, "Did you write that song? I've never heard that before," you know. But
deep cuts.
Yeah. Yep.
So you use the Taylor guitar. This is the 526E.
Yes.
So a mahogany back, and that complements your voice, you feel?
I think so. Taylors are very unique. I kind of like. I say their sound is smooth. Now that's my terminology. Some other guitars, other brands are a little, I don't know, a little more trebly, a little more, not strong, but definitely different. But these Taylors that I've had over time have a really nice character in their sound. I will tell you though that one that I just recently purchased from you, the American Dream, that's got a unique sound for a Taylor, but I really do like it.
You know, every tool gives you a different sound, and
Yeah.
that's why there's all these varieties in Taylor guitars. What was your feeling when you first picked up your first Taylor guitar? Do you remember that? You recall that day?
I do, actually. You know, I know exactly when it was. It was the latter part of 2007. And I purchased it here from you, Bob, and it was a 210 CE, so I was dipping my toe into the Taylor water a little bit with a 200 series model, and I felt pretty good about being able to acquire it. Number one at the time, it was definitely the best acoustic guitar that I'd ever owned in my life. And
well, tell us about your first guitar that cost you, what, $12
$12
from Luskin's?
From Luskin's in Towson. Down
I always thought I was the cheapest guy in town, but
well,
maybe not.
I don't think my dad even bought that for me. I started doing different kinds of jobs when I was a really young kid, and it was $12, and I think I don't know how long it took me to get that $12, but and I pounded that thing, teaching myself every Beatles song that I could with that $12 guitar. But then I started to gradually make my moves from there to electric guitars and things like that.
Yeah, one piece of advice I always like to give is, when you're shopping for a new instrument, no matter what it is, get the best guitar you can afford to buy. In the back of your mind, if you go for something lesser value, every time you pick up that instrument, you're going to say, "Oh, I wish I had that." And if you've got the money, you can afford a quality instrument, it's definitely the way to go. Taylor Guitar Company, just an amazing company.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Customer service is outstanding. They're a forward-thinking company. They've got innovations that are just, continue to make their instruments better and better and better. They've got the NT neck design. They're big on the forestry and just, replenishing woods. If you're an environmental kind of guy, that's good.
Yep.
And they've got all these different sizes and shapes and woods. And, they typically will hold these events, which are called Find Your Fit, which allow you to kind of pick out the right guitar. Right now, Coffee Music has probably close to 40 different Taylor guitar models in stock. And it can be a little bit overwhelming when you're looking to try and find the guitar that fits you perfectly. And our sales staff is trained to try and, narrow down to a couple choices to find the instrument that's good for you. Now, you've got this guy, and you've got a couple more still in your arsenal?
I do. I have the aforementioned American Dream blacktop that I just got from you guys in November. I love it. I've got a Taylor 656 CE 12 string, and talking about playability, I mean, I've owned probably 2 or 3 other 12 strings in my life when I was much younger, and they were, I don't know, they were decent. They were pretty good guitars, but this 12 string that I have, the Taylor 12 string, is awesome. The neck is so much easier to play than a lot of 12 strings
Right.
are. It's fantastic, and it's got a beautiful sound. My wife tells me when I plug it in and play it at home, she said, I don't even care if I listen to the other guitars. That one sounds so nice.
I got to give equal time.
It's so different, And I said, well, I can't. They'll get mad at me. The rest of them will get mad at me if I don't play them and only play the one. So
I like to tell a story. There was a time when the 656 was our #1 selling guitar. We were, reordering them like every other month. And every time that they would be shipped from California, we would take them out of the box, we would open up the case, we would strum it, and it was in tune.
Oh,
and
they're
it's
beautiful.
It's just impossible to make that happen.
Yeah.
So, it's everything Taylor does is just awesome. Hey, look, I would love for you to entertain us with a song, if you wouldn't mind.
Sure.
And
We'll do that.
we'll
And I will give you the plug. I as far as the comments you made about the Taylor Company, I get their Wood and Steel magazine, which I always have. It's a fantastic publication to keep you up to date on not only their guitars and what they're selling and what they're making right now, but all those other elements of the company about sustainability and so forth. And I was privileged, I think, to be able to take a tour of their factory in 2014 in El Cajon. So you can really get to see the emphasis on quality.
Yeah,
when
you've
get
got
there.
one up on the store owner. I have not had the chance to tour the factory, and one of these days I'll get out there.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
But they
to
are
watch
just an amazing
guitars get
company.
made. Yeah, they are.
Once you buy a Taylor guitar, you become part of the Taylor family. They really they take care of people.
Good to know.
Yeah, play us a song, man.
Yeah, sure. Some days are diamonds, some days are rocks, some doors are open, some roads are blocked, sundowns are golden, then they fade away. But if I never do nothing, I'll get you back someday, 'cause you got a heart so big it can crush this town, and I can't hold out forever, even walls fall down. All around your island there's a barricade, keeps out the danger, holds in the pain. Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you cry. Half of me is ocean, half of me is sky, but you got a heart so big it could crush this town. I can't hold out forever, even walls fall down. And some things are over, some things go on. Half of me you carry, half of me is gone, but you got a heart so big it could crush this town, and I can't hold out forever, even walls fall down. Baby, you got a heart so big it could crush this town, and I can't hold out forever, even walls fall down.
Nice job, man. Nice job. So Craig is a local musician, lives in the area, shall we say, and he does perform in local wineries and things of that nature. So if you're looking for some entertainment, give us a call and we'll get you hooked up with Craig. So really appreciate you stopping
bet.
by for Taylor Tuesday. And
Enjoyed it.
we Hope to sell you another Taylor here in the near future. And come on by and see us real soon, folks.
Cruise on down to Coffey Music to check out our huge display of Taylor guitars. Coffey Music is located at 31 East Main Street in downtown Westminster.